super fast intro here because we are about to go through my past year and a half of reading. So it brings us to like 127 books. Last year I only read 40 books, but this year so far I have read 87. So I've been going a little crazy. And I thought it would be fun as like a mid-year exercise to do a tier ranking list of everything I've read so far. I have 6 categories here. They roughly follow 5 stars to 1 star. So first we have actual tiers, perfection. This is like above the 5 stars. This is like 6 stars. Really, no words. Like the best of the best. And I have solid 5 stars. It was good. It deserves the category, but it's not like my all-time favorite, if that makes sense. It was just absolutely amazing and I loved it. And then we have so close to 5 stars. Like it was so good. There's just the vibe was off or something. And then I have liked it more than I should have, perhaps. So this is in like the 3 to 4 star range. This one doesn't have as distinct of a star category. I really liked it, but I don't really have a good reason for it. It was just really good. And then I had good but forgettable, self-explanatory, and then just no. As in, I did not like it at all. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't given any books 1 star, but maybe I should have. Anyways, so first we have an Audible original, The Accidental Dating Experiment. Yeah, good but forgettable. I have to try to remember what happened in this. I think I remember it, but it was like the exact same as like 5 other books I've listened to on Audible. I just like listening to Audible originals. I just think they're fun. Then we have a banger, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't really have a good category for this. I mean, it wasn't really close to 5 stars. I really liked it, but I didn't really understand what the hype was when I read ACOTAR. I thought it was really good. I just didn't think it was like the most amazing book I've ever read, if that makes sense. Now, ACOMAF, that was actual perfection. I loved it so much. But of course with like ACOMAF, like you don't really get the perfection that is A Court of Mist and Fury unless you've read ACOTAR already. So like they kind of go together. I didn't care about the novella, A Court of Frost and Starlight. I kind of felt like you don't need to read that, but A Court of Wings and Ruin was really good. A Court of Silver Flames was also really good. I feel like I have to think a little more about what happened in A Court of Wings and Ruin. I really liked Nesta and Cassian's story. I liked all 3 of these books a lot. It's kind of hard for me to distinguish them. Okay, Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. That is like my go-to favorite book. If someone's asking me what my favorite book is, I point them to Addie LaRue because it was amazing. And I have the like anniversary edition, which has the illustrations in it, and I just think that adds so much to the book. Like I loved the illustrations in Addie LaRue, the special edition or the anniversary edition. Always the Last to Know. I liked it. I'm between liked it more than I should have and good but forgettable. I think I'm putting good but forgettable. I did really like it. I did have some tears at the end, but I never think about it. Beach Read was very good. I think I need to read it again to decide if it should be in solid 5 stars or actual tears perfection. Because it was one of like the first books I read in my new reading phase. So Back in the Burbs, I had a lot of fun reading this. I vaguely remember what happened, so maybe it's like good but forgettable, but I also remember really liking this, and I like really want to read the next book, so like I would read it again. Okay, and then we have this was last year. I went through a crazy phase of listening to all of these books. It's the Winston Brothers series. And I just really enjoyed them way too much. Like, I think they're good. I really do. But, I mean, they're just a bunch of romances. Like, did I enjoy them more than I should have? Maybe. And then this Beauty and the Mustache one, which is actually in like a different series, but the Winston Brothers series follows like the brothers, and this one follows the sister, I think. Beartown I thought was very good. It deserves 5 stars for sure. It's not like my absolute favorite, but I think it was so beautifully done. The characters were so well done. Okay, before I go to sleep, this was like also one of the first books I read, and I was obsessed with it. I really liked it. It's a thriller, if you want to know. It has like a very fun narration style, which is why I loved it so much. Like, I love books with unique narration styles. If you have a recommendation for like a book with a different narration style, let me know. This one is like, she forgets everything every day, so you don't know what's going on, she doesn't know what's going on. It's fun. And then we have the K. Scarpetta series. I also really like this, maybe more than I should have. I started listening to the 3rd book in it, and like I might have like basically finished the 3rd book, but then I realized that I was just listening to it as like background noise, and I had no idea what happened the whole book. Like, even while I was reading it, I didn't know what the plot was. But I really like these books. I want to go back and read more of them because they were really fun. I didn't really like Canadian Boyfriend. You see, I did not like the first half of Canadian Boyfriend, like, at all. But the second half I thought was, like, actually very good. Like, the second half was very well done, and it kind of made me change my mind about the whole book. But, like, I was very close to, like, putting it down in the first half, so I don't know. I'm torn on that one, too. Okay, Carrie Soto is Back was actually perfection. Yeah. That's definitely up there as, like, one of my all-time favorites. I was not expecting to like a book about tennis as much as I liked Carrie Soto is Back, and I feel like that's saying something. Then we have another Taylor Jenkins read, Daisy Jones and the Six. I had very good reasons for liking this, but I just wasn't quite there for me. I listened to the audio version, which I think is the right choice. I think you should listen to audio version because it's like interviews, but I think the voice just reminded me of uncomfiness, and so that made me uncomfy. So Divine Rivals was very good. I don't know if I'd put it in actual tears perfection, just because, I mean, it took me a few chapters to get into it, but then I was like very much into it, and I really liked Divine Rivals. Ruthless Vows, I think I'm gonna put in liked it more than I should have, because I feel like the main reason I liked Ruthless Vows was because I liked Divine Rivals, but Ruthless Vows was more to me. I think I gave it 4 stars, but Begin Again was good but forgettable. Yeah, I mean, you're mainly following one character. I feel like you don't get as much about from the other characters, which I didn't like as much. I like relationships in my stories, so I don't know. Dune was good. It just like wasn't quite to 5 stars for me. I think I can definitely see why it would be a 5-star book for people, because I think it's very well written. It's just, it was a little, I don't know, like too much of a sci-fi vibe for me, because that's what it is, but I feel like it's kind of hard to read, so I think that's why I'm like, it was good, but not my favorite. Okay, so I think I liked Behind the Net more than The Fake Out, but do I even remember what happens? I think I'm just gonna put them in good but forgettable, actually, because I like them, but like I don't remember really what happens. I remember the little parts, but I'd have to really think to remember the plot, and I feel like it was just a hockey romance, and that just kind of sums up the whole story. Flawless was also good but forgettable. Wasn't my favorite. I didn't really understand why it was so hyped. I think I also liked the second half more in this one, and I will continue reading the series because I did like it. especially the second half, but it just took me a while to really get into it. So I don't know where to put The Fury. I don't know how much I like my categories. I liked the narration style in The Fury. I think what put me off from it was that I feel like I guessed the ending, but in a way where I was like, I don't think this is what they did, but if I wrote a book like this is what I would do. And then when they did that, I was a little like, you know, because that's I don't know. I don't think that makes sense, but I did really like it. Honestly, I feel like I should have, this is like the opposite, I'm putting it in liked it more than I should have, but I feel like it needs a category that's I should have liked it more, because I thought it was well done and I like the concept. But okay, I really liked Gone Girl. It's, yeah, I mean, it's a solid 5 stars. It's close to actual tier. I really like thrillers. When like a thriller is done well, I really like it. So that's why I'm like, yeah, is it close to, is kind of actual tears perfection, kind of like no words. Okay, A Feather So Black is definitely liked it more than I should have. I feel like most of my enjoyment from A Feather So Black came from like the fact that it's a romantasy, and I like romantasies. I also think it was pretty well done. Like, I have since read romantasies that I did not like at all. The romance in A Feather So Black I just wasn't fully on board with, and I'm excited to see where the second book goes. I really want to read the second book. Okay, The Hobbit is just a solid 5 stars. I mean, it's a classic, you know. Funny Story is my favorite Emily Henry book, I think. I loved it. I just feel like the characters are very real. They, like, so genuine, so well done. I think Emily Henry does very good with her characters. Red Rising was very good. Golden Sun was also very good. These books, the one thing I will say about the Red Rising series is it like stresses me out. There's so much death. Every time I read it, I'm like prepared to be stressed because it's a lot. I think also Golden Sun was more stressful for me than it needed to have been, because I listened to it while I was on a family vacation, and like specifically I was listening to it while we were driving along like the sketchy mountain roads in Costa Rica, and the driving experience was terrifying itself, and then Golden Sun was like death left and right. I think I ended up pausing it. It was too much at that point, but it is very well done. I want to buy the physical books and like reread the physical copies, because I think I'll enjoy it more pacing myself rather than listening to the audio version and like being unable to like pause easily. The audiobooks are also very well done. So I think for Red Rising, you can go either way, physical book or audiobook. If you go with the audiobooks, I think the narrator is very good. So you're in for a treat if you go for the audiobook. Okay, Conversations with Friends. This one is between good but forgettable and liked it more than I should have. Yeah, I think I say liked it more than I should have, because there are like very weird relationships in this one. Not good relationships, but I also kind of liked it. Like, I don't condone your actions, but also I support this relationship. I don't know. It made me conflicted. I didn't know who I was reading that book. Accidentally Amy, I definitely liked it more than I should have. I just had so much fun with Accidentally Amy. I thought it was hilarious, but it was also like the way it was written in first person, and you would just, I mean, it's like you were hearing her inner thoughts, and like randomly in like the middle of a sentence she would just go like meh, like just go crazy, you know, and just say nonsense. And it was an experience for sure, but I really liked it. I fully embraced the weirdness. So okay, The Housemaid I really liked. I think the amount I liked it was warranted personally, and I could see how The Housemaid getting 5 stars. I wasn't gonna give it 5 stars, but I really liked it. I'm definitely gonna read the rest of it. I just haven't yet. Finley Donovan had some kind of chokehold on me. I don't know what's going on. I just binged it. I read the first book like a month or two ago, and then last month I got like Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice come up on one of my library services, and I was like, well, I gotta read all three. I listened to them on audio, so it was good, but I'm gonna say I liked it more than I should have. It's just like a fun, murder mystery, she's a detective book writer situation. I don't know how to say how I like it other than I just really liked Finley Donovan's character. I think she was a lot of fun. So yeah. I loved Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing is kind of in like I liked it more than I should have, but I'm also gonna give it 5 stars because I really liked it. Like, I didn't think the writing was the best, but at the end of every chapter, I just couldn't help but continue to read. There's like crack in that book or something, because I don't know why I liked it so much, but I really liked it, so I gave it 5 stars. I still haven't read Iron Flame though. Okay, City of Stairs, I'm gonna put in good but forgettable, mainly because I listened to the audio version and it's like a high fantasy book, and I was just getting so confused with all the names. I like couldn't keep track of who is who. So I do plan on rereading it though, but like the physical form, which I do have somewhere. Yeah, I want to reread the physical copy because I feel like it's a very good book, but I couldn't keep track of what was going on with the audio form. Like, I feel like I know what happens, but I don't know the characters, and I feel like I lost out on a lot of how good it was because I listened to it on audio. Okay, Elantris. I love Brandon Sanderson. All of his books get 5 stars for me, basically. I think I'm gonna leave it in solid 5 stars. It's not my favorite Brandon Sanderson book. It's very good. I like all of his books. Happy Place. Happy Place is another one that I'm like, I don't know how I feel. Because I think it was very well written. I think it was very well done. But maybe just like the relationship dynamics made me a little uncomfortable. Maybe like miscommunication in general just makes me uncomfortable because I want the characters to be happy and to get through their problems. I don't know what it was that made me Happily Never After. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, yeah, I think it was definitely forgettable. Not my favorite Lynn Painter book, but it was cute. It was fun. That's it. Okay, Amina Al-Sarafi. I don't even remember what I gave this book. It's definitely either in So Close or solid 5. It was very good. I'll just leave it in So Close for now. It reminded me a lot of One Piece, the anime, because of like the relationships between the crewmates. And I think the first 100 pages I wasn't super into it, but then once the crewmate relationship started going, then I like adored it. So I think that's why I'm gonna put in So Close, just because it took me a little bit to get into it. Hooked, no. I did not like Hooked. I kind of thought I would like dark romance for some reason, but Hooked was like, I was kind of like, why do you like this person? How messed up are you to be that into this murderer? I don't know. Infinity Blade was amazing. I really liked it. I think this is the second one. I feel like I need to go back and look at the Brandon Sanderson ones because I need to figure out which ones are actual tears. I definitely liked, okay, maybe I'll put this one down. I liked the first book a lot better than the second book. The second book, I was confused at the beginning because I feel like there was a time jump or something. Or maybe I just didn't pay enough attention. But they're only 4 hours each, like they're super quick. Okay, Check and Mate. Yeah, I did not think I was gonna like Check and Mate that much. I'm like not big into chess. I mean, I like YA romance, but I was kind of like, will I really like a YA romance as much as I like other romances? Like, do I really like reading about kids' love stories? I adored Checkmate. I loved it. It was so well done. It has made me like kind of obsessed with Allie Hazelwood. I don't actually know if I've read more of her books. Her new books, I got Bride and I got Not in Love, and I'm very excited to read both of them. Okay, How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwang was amazing. I really liked it. The middle part was kind of like I feel like I like this more than I should. I don't know what's happening. It took a long time to get to the part that I was waiting for since the beginning, but we got there, and when we did, it was amazing, and I really liked it. And I really liked the story, so I know. I thought it was very well done. I think we could have had a little less of the spice in the middle and whatever was going on there, but okay. Good Girl's Guide to Murder was very good. I could easily see that as being 5 stars. It wasn't quite there for me, but I really liked it. I'm very excited to read the rest of the series. If We Were Villains was amazing. I feel like I liked this more than I should have, in a sense, or more than I thought I would. The Shakespeare quotes, I didn't get them, but I still really liked the story, even though there was a lot of Shakespeare. Okay, we got more Brandon Sanderson. Mistborn is my actual favorite, I think, Brandon Sanderson book so far. It takes a long time to drag these to the right places. Okay, The Well of Ascension I still really liked it, but it kind of just flew. Like, where Mistborn ends and Well of Ascension begins, and Well of Ascension ends and Hero of Ages begins is a little wobbly for me. I need to, like, actually go back and, like, think for a second to remember. So I feel like Well of Ascension isn't quite as good in that sense, because it's, you know, just what happens when you're the second book in a series. But I absolutely loved Mistborn, and I really liked Hero of Ages as well. The ending was just so wild. Like, my mind was blown, so that's just where it's gonna be. Answer. The Foxwife was fine. Not my favorite. It was good, but, like, yeah, I just remember a lot of stories about foxes. Oh, wait, what? I don't know why I did that. Okay, yeah. Icebreaker, I did not like. I don't really understand what the hype was with Icebreaker. It was just kind of like, the plot was just an excuse to have spice. And Wildfire, the second book, I don't know what happened between Icebreaker and Wildfire, but Wildfire I thought was actually, like, pretty well done. I really liked Wildfire, personally. I don't know if it was the setting. Maybe I just don't like hockey romances. But I like the campfire setting. And, like, the being camp counselors, like, oh, but you can't have a relationship. Yeah. Last Tale of the Flower Bride. Good, but forgettable. I mean, I don't know if my categories are the best. But Educated, I thought was very well done. It's my first memoir. And if you haven't read a memoir yet, I think Educated is a good pick to go with. A Fate Inked to Blood, another romantasy. I am gonna leave it in liked it more than I should have. It was good. Is it really, like, the best romantasy? Probably not. But I am very excited for the next book. The Alchemist. I really like The Alchemist. I feel like I remember what happens. Is it memorable? I don't know. Call me maybe. It's definitely good but forgettable. I really liked it, but, like, I think this is in a series. Like it's kind of like a pen pal series. And all of those books I confused so much. 1,000 Kisses? Was it? Yeah, 1,000 Boy Kisses. Now I feel like I need, like, another category in here somewhere. Or just, like, fine. I really didn't like the epilogue in 1,000 Boy Kisses. It just made me really annoyed. I, like, felt like it ruined the whole story, so yeah. Okay, Listen for the Lie. Yeah, very good. I could see that being 5 stars. Love at First Sight, another, I mean, I remember it. I mean, it's just like a fun little palate cleanser. You know? You don't read it to be like, this is the greatest book of all time. You just read it to have a good time. Yeah, Magnolia Parks, I liked it more than I should have, for sure. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. And then the messy romances, like the toxic relationships, I was like, I don't know why I like it, but I like you guys two together even though you are awful. Marriage for One, good but forgettable. I didn't like, there was like sickness situation that was brought up in this book, and I didn't like the change in the plot that happened there. Mary Jane was good. I'm just gonna put it good but forgettable because like I liked it, but like I don't think about it ever. I'm gonna put The Alchemist down here too. Yeah, okay. Maybe this time for sure good but forgettable. I really liked it though. Like, did I like it more than I should have? I mean, I feel like a lot of these books in good but forgettable, I like them more than I should have. All the audio books, I liked more than I should have, probably. Mercury was very good. I could have easily given it 5 stars. I really like the relationships in it. In this book, I like the family dynamics. I think if you like reading about family dynamics and, you know, complicated relationships, Mercury is good. I'm actually going to put Marriage for One in no. Because I didn't really like it. Misery was very good. I mean, I think I rated it 4.5 in my, like, in my wrap-up video. But I really should have given it 5 because I don't know what I was thinking. Like, it was very well done. I think it's just I wasn't sure how to feel about horror. Yeah. Murder to Remember is forgettable, but it was fun. The Naughty, the Nice, and the Nanny, I don't really remember it at all, so I'm gonna put in good but forgettable. I think I had a good enough time. Definitely wasn't my favorite though. The Neighbor Favor, I really like The Neighbor Favor, but do I remember it? I don't know. Night Shift, I liked it more than I should have. This was just like a cute, spicy romance. Like, I have no business liking it as much as I did, but. Bridgerton. Liked it more than I should have. Yeah. I feel like without the TV show, I would forget what happened in every single book, but I like them. They were fun. One for the Money. I'm gonna say good but forgettable. I really enjoyed listening to it. I can see why people really like it, but I don't really remember it at all. I remember her being in like a gym and getting beat up at some point. That's what I remember. The Only One Left could definitely be 5 stars. It's very good. I like thrillers. Pineapple Street was also very good. Pineapple Street is what made me more excited to read Magnolia Parks. Oddly enough, they're not very similar at all, but like Pineapple Street is about like, you know, upper class New Yorkers, and Magnolia Park is about upper class London socialites, you know. Powerless, no. I don't think Powerless is well written. Like, maybe the plot is fine. I think some of the plot points could have been better done too. I really liked Ready or Not, but is it kind of forgettable? Maybe. Yeah, I think I don't really remember it as much. I mean, I know what happened, generally, but like, I really have to sit here and think to remember like different plot points that happened, so. But I did really like it. I did cry a little at the end, so it was very good. I really like Cara Bestone. Okay. Like, if you didn't notice, like, a lot of the audiobooks I read were Cara Bestone. She's probably going to come up as, like, the author I read the most at the end of the year. Remarkably Bright Creatures is very good. I really like getting the perspective of the octopus. The octopus was my favorite character. I think this royal matchmaking competition was fine. It was forgettable. Not my favorite. Rock, Paper, Scissors. I really like thrillers. I think this was very well done. I think the relationships were well done in this, and I was surprised by the twist at the end. Or like halfway, 3/4 of the way through. Serpent in the Wings of Night, I absolutely loved. Was it actual tears perfection? I don't know if I'll put it in actual tears. I think some days, if you ask me, maybe. But today, I don't think it belongs there. I didn't really like romantic comedy that much. I'd heard before reading it that like there was a lot about COVID in it, and I didn't think it would bother me as much as it did, but it really bothered me. Okay. I really like the Mind F series. It goes firmly at the top. Yeah. Okay. I also really like the second one. I read it in like an hour, I feel like the same day. I feel like this is another series that I'm like, maybe I also like it more than I should. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do, but if you like romance books about serial killers, you should read the Mind Up series, for sure. Okay, Skyward, Brandon Sanderson, of course, it was very good. The Stand-In, I don't really remember it. I read it a long time ago, too. Stalking Jack the Ripper was good but forgettable. Still Hung Up on You, I think this is another Care Bear Stone, maybe? No, it's not. Okay, but it feels like Care Bear Stone. Storied Life of A.J. Fikry was very good. Not quite a 5 stars for me, but it took a little longer for me to get into it, but when I did, I really liked it. Sweet Talk is Care Bear Stone. Yeah. Same series as this Call Me Maybe one. It will take some concentration for me to like split the two up in my head. The Summer I Turned Pretty. Liked it more than I should have. Thank you for listening. I really enjoyed it, but it takes a minute for me to remember what happened. The Deal. I also... Oh. No, The Deal is... I liked The Deal. The Deal, I think, is my favorite hockey romance, yes. But I liked it more than I should have. I don't know. Okay, The Maid. I think maybe I like this more than I should have. I do really like it. I thought it was a lot of fun, but I mean, yeah. Spanish Love Deception was good but forgettable. Starter X was good but forgettable. It was another fun palate cleanser read. Summer of Broken Rules I really liked. I feel like I gave it like a solid 4 stars when I read it, but I feel like it deserves a little more than that because when I think back on it, I think it was very good. I'm very excited to read K.L. Walther's other books. I have What Happens After Midnight over here. I'm very excited to pick that up. The Things We Leave Unfinished, good but forgettable. The Time Traveler's Wife. I really like this. I don't know if I liked it more than I should have. I feel like The Time Traveler's Wife is like a classic. I feel like I've heard a lot about it. Maybe it's just older, but maybe it deserves to be higher. But it's been a long time since I've read it. I feel like it deserves more than liked it more than I should have. Tom Lake was very good. My enjoyment of Tom Lake is warranted. It wasn't 5 stars, but I think it very easily could have been. So Tomorrow was like the first physical book that I read in my new reading era, and it was amazing. Actually, I think Before I Go to Sleep I read first. But I started off very strong with these two guys. Yeah, it was very good. Okay, A Touch of Darkness. I think I liked A Touch of Darkness more than I should have. And then A Touch of Ruin, I did not like as much. I'm between Just Now and good but forgettable. Because like this, I feel like the spice in A Touch of Ruin was cringy. Under Your Spell was very good. Yeah, so close. I think my enjoyment of Under Your Spell was very warranted, and I think everyone should read it. And I just saw that it is on the Book of the Month like audio picks, and that makes me happy because I got Under Your Spell as like a Goodreads giveaway. Whenever I get like a really good Goodreads giveaway book, I'm just like, you know, obsessed. So, and Under Your Spell was very good. It deserves to be on Book of the Month for sure. Very good. Vera Wong was very fun. I feel like I liked it the right amount. Warbreaker was amazing. I just read it again. I'm gonna leave it in solid 5 stars. But it's very good, and I'm very upset that there's not a second book. But it's like one of Brandon Sanderson's older books, I think. So I really don't think it's gonna get like a sequel, and I'm very upset about that. When You Were Everything. When You Were Everything is a very good book about friendship. I gave it 5 stars, but I think it's gone down to So Close. Okay, Mr. Wrong Number. Okay. I think I liked it more than I should have, especially because I feel like Mr. Wrong Number, honestly, maybe it's good but forgettable, but I really liked it. Yeah. It's between liked it more than I should have and good but forgettable because I really liked it. Yellowface was very good. I'm putting it in So Close. I think Yellowface was very well written. I don't really remember anything I didn't like about it. I'm just gonna leave it in So Close. You Shouldn't Have Come Here was not. The ending was very much a twist, but I just don't think it was the best. So yeah. Part of Your World was so good. So good. So good. I think I'm gonna put in Actual Tears. I read it very recently, so I'm like a little obsessed right now. And then I immediately went into reading Yours Truly. I was really trying to get to Just for the Summer. I haven't made it there yet, but that's maybe partially why I read them one after the other. Yours Truly was also very good, but I think I liked Part of Your World better. Did I even give Yours Truly 5 stars? I think I did. Maybe it was 4.5, I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna leave it at 5 stars. I love the Part of Your World series. I can't bear to put this lower. Okay, that's all of them. We have went through it's 126 because I read Warbreaker twice. Okay. This was fun. I have been wanting to do a tier ranking video for a very long time, and I'm very excited that I have finally read enough books to do it. I think next time I might need to rethink my categories because a lot of them didn't fit neatly into the categories that I picked, but it is what it is. If you have good ideas for categories, let me know. If I insulted your favorite books, also let me know. Let me know your thoughts on my rankings. Hopefully we'll do this again at the end of the year. Maybe I'll think of a different way to sort through my books at the end of the year, but this was fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!